even with the wind, this will take your breath away. So, if you're watching this video, you're probably a nature lover just like I am. And I got one simple question for you. Do you carry bear spray with you when you're out and about? And if you don't, why not? So why would I ask that kind of a question? But first off, let's start off with just black bears alone. They are in 40 states. Coyotes are in 48 states. And mountain lions are in 18 of them, all of which I pretty much reside in. So this would be the importance of stopping and having your bear spray. Make sure you got it. The chances of you ever really needing this bear spray are probably slim to none, but why would you not carry it on you? Makes no sense. Purchase it and have it on you. Keep it on you. You might need it. Hey, the biggest thing you could have done so far is went ahead and purchased your bear spray. There's a lot of different kinds out there. This is one I choose to have out on me today. You need to have it if you're going to do anything on the outdoors, whether it's going to be backpacking, camping, running, biking, hiking, you're just out in the wilderness having fun, you're on for a day hike, you're on for a backpacking trip, whatever you might be doing, you need to have this. And if you have a group of people with you, each one of you needs to have this. You have 4 seconds of spray in here. I would rather have 4 times however many to help me get out of a situation safely and get home to my loved ones. So make sure that this is a definite must for your pack. The next part, before you get out and actually start using all this gear, is you need to know how are you going to carry your bear spray. You are not going to put it in the back of your pack and take your pack off and unzip it, reach inside to get your bear spray out of there. You don't have time for that, folks. You need to know how you're going to do this before you get out there. So here's a chest holster. I am right-handed. I'm going to be able to remove this quickly, right hand, pull this off, ready to go. So that's one way that I can carry this if I don't have anything else. Number 2, I got this here. It is a clip-on belt holder. This also has a carabiner on it that I could use that. In my backpack, I have a water bottle holder. I can carry one right there, which I put in my bottle holder and my water on the other side. So I have one on each side. That's how I can carry it. I need to be able to access these things very, very quickly. I do not have time to goof around and wonder where my bear spray is at this point in time. I need it right now for whatever is happening at the moment. So you need to decide what you're going to use when you are out in the field. This is another step that is not talked about enough. Make sure you know how you're going to do it. If I put this in my back pocket, how am I going to know that when I pick this thing up, that I have picked it up the right direction? I don't. I recommend a holder. Or you practice with it in your back pocket if that's how you're going to carry it, and you know exactly every time that you're going to grab it out because you have less than a second to do so. So I suggest you start considering what you're going to use and practice with it. Next step is even more important than any of these other steps, but you have to know these first. So stay tuned to that. Hey, so I need you to practice. That's the next step here. The most important step of all of these is practice. Practice is going to make perfect. You need to know where your bear spray is at all times. Whatever holster you decided with is what you need to practice with over and over and over and over again until it is second nature. You're ready to deploy spray. It's just ready. You are good to go. I didn't put the clip on there, but hey, oh, I won't touch it up. You need to know, I'm ready to go. You have less than seconds to get this under control. So you need to deploy and deploy it now. So I need you to practice. The most important part of all of this is to practice. Keep practicing, practice, practice, practice. So after you've been practicing non-stop until you know exactly what you're doing, when you get to the trailhead with your group and everybody has their bear spray, because that's what we've already talked about, is to make sure that everybody in your group has your bear spray, you need to have a discussion with your group. What's going to happen? What if we run into a bear? What if we run into a mountain lion? What is everybody going to do? And you need them to answer. Don't put words in their mouth. Let them answer so you know, the group leader or whoever, what is going to happen. You should have the answer of, hey, there's a bear and he is looking aggressive. He's walking toward us. Our bear spray is deployed, ready to go. We're not shooting this thing off. All we're doing is getting it ready. The whole group, 4, 5, 2, 3, whatever it is. And we're going to slowly back out of this area. We're not going to run off. You don't need one of your partners to all of a sudden look back and he's down the trail and there's a pile of dust behind him. You don't want that. Stick together in groups. Make yourself large. You need to be able to let them know that that bear or that cat or whatever it may be, that you are a human and you are going to F it up if it comes near you, because you are going to spray this and you are going to fight back. You are not going to lay down on this. So practice, have a group discussion, make sure you know how you're carrying your bear spray and carry it. Don't forget it and leave it in your pack or leave it in the truck. Carry it. So I think the next 2 steps that I actually put in here, I think kind of go together. You need to make sure that you're very alert, which would be my next step is I want to make sure that I'm very aware of everything that's going on in me. I want to know what's going on behind me, in front of me, all around, especially when I'm in bear country or anywhere out there, it doesn't matter. I want to know what's there. So I want to be very conscious of what is in my surroundings. Now, if I do see something, I want to maintain a safe distance. So if I see them first, I'm going to back off. No harm, no foul. I'm going to back off, but I'm going to know exactly where they're at all times. Keep my eyes on them. Maybe get to some higher ground so I can see where they're going. I want to make sure that I keep an eye on them, and I want to either slowly retreat, making sure I know exactly where you're at all times, or it's too late. And now the next step is I need to act on what's going on. I have my bear spray out now. I am ready. I have now encountered a wild animal that is PO'd at me and it wants to come toward me. I now want to, hey, I'm big. Nope, I don't care. Take my coat off, flam it around. I don't care what I'm doing. My bear spray is at the ready. I am ready to shoot this at that animal. I am not pulling the trigger yet because, hey, right now, hey, we're just in that standoff mode. I'm gonna back up. I'm going to keep backing up. I'm going to be extra loud. Everybody in my party is going to be doing the same thing. That's what we talked about at the group meeting. We're all going to be, whoa, hey, whoa. More than likely, it's going to be already gone and go, oh, I don't want no part of them. They're a bunch of crazies out there on the trail. So they're going to be gone. But you need to act. That is the next step for you. Acting. You are going to do something. So whether it is deploying it and backing out, or which leads us into the next step. And I'm going to get to that next step here in a second. You might have to use this and you might have to start fighting for your life. We don't know yet. Nobody's going to know until that moment comes. But hopefully at this point, you followed all these steps and it's gone. It's turned tail and left you. Step number 7 might be a little difficult, but you need to be able to read the mind of that bear. You need to recognize what that bear is doing. If he is very mad, he's going to be running down, barreling and huffing and puffing at the ground. You've already are at the ready. So if he is at a full charge, you need to spray this when he is at 60 feet away from you. So if he's running at you and he's 60 feet, this is the time that you use this because you need a fog of this in front of him in order for him to get a nice whiff of it. So you need to pay attention to which way the wind's going. Y'all got to do this in a matter of split seconds. And I mean split seconds. Fun fact, this can right here can spray 30 feet. If a bear is traveling at 20 miles per hour, he is going to cover that distance in 1 second. So 1 second, he's going to be 30 feet. So at 60 feet, I need to have a cloud in front of him to breathe it, because that's 2 seconds. So that is why that needs to be sprayed ahead of time. Only an aggressively charging bear, a bear that is attacking, is when you spray. That is the only time that you do that. So, hey, if you have enjoyed this video today, I'm not quite done. I'm going to shoot off a couple of these cans. I also have an inert can that I'm going to spray, and I'll let you guys watch that as well. It's a very windy day, so you'll get a very good feel of what's going on, because I know that most people aren't going to buy the inert spray. You're going to go out, you're going to buy this, and you are going to be ready to go. So I hope that you've watched this video, and I hope that you go through all the steps. You've purchased it, you've got a holster, you know how you're going to hold it, you also know how to practice with it, you also know when to use it and what to do when you pull this out of your holster. You know what your whole group is going to do behind you. So you're not the only one. Everyone is on the same page. I need you to all come home safely. That is the goal for this whole thing. Get out there, have fun, goof off, but be ready, and be ready for anything. So I hope you liked the video, and I hope you subscribe, and I also hope that you finally watch the spraying. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot some more of these off. And if you haven't watched my 20-year-old expired bear can spray, check that video out too. I'll leave it in the links. But hey, you stay safe out there and enjoy the rest of this, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks. That little bit right there. Wind's coming straight at me. This is an inert can, but you can see it didn't even hit the camera at 15 feet. So this can's empty already. But I can still practice with it. Somebody else could practice with it. But you need to continually practice, practice, practice. You can see that it didn't go 30 feet. I got a crosswind coming on that's pretty severe today, and it's gonna blow it way off. So I need to be a lot closer. If that's my target, I needed to be within probably 10 feet, and you've seen how fast that fog went away. It's gone. So with that fog being gone, there's nothing for it to run into. So you either need to position yourself in between it and there, back away. Bear spray isn't always going to be effective, but in the right situation, it works great. Today, shooting across, if I'm walking into the wind or away from it or to the side of it, I can't get a fog. It just doesn't work. Now, if I turn and go this way, and I remove, and this is a live one, and that bear's coming up the wind-wise, I pull this off, and I go ahead and I aim and I shoot a fog. I got a fog. It's going toward him. It is still going and still going and still going. You do not want to be downwind of that. So that is, you have to play the wind. So the wind is never in your favor at this point, because like you can see, I need to go that way and it's over there. So it doesn't work unless I go that way to get to the bear. So use this stuff. $20 can of inert is worth it. You're going to see how it feels when you shoot this off, but if not, you need to be aware of the wind. So this can is basically done. I'm not going to shoot it that way at all. I won't be able to see on the way home, but remember, you're going to go ahead, aim low. You're aiming for the face, and you're going to let her go. Even with the wind, this will take your breath away. So, yeah. Don't get it on your hands either after you put it away. But hey, thanks for staying and watching all this. I hope you had fun. I always have fun making these videos, so I hope all of you have a great, wonderful, safe day. And with that, hey, get out there and enjoy nature and have fun while you're at it. Take care, guys. So look at the sheer size of this bear. This bear is 6 foot tall. I don't remember exactly what it weighed, been a while ago, but look at his claws and his hands. His paws are as big as my paws. And this thing's coming at you. He's gonna look just like this. He's gonna be PO'd at you. Then you are gonna need this bear spray.